preacher. 6-week cut, transforming all the features. With TB look great if you wanna be a creature. Not the one to fear, but the one.
For our first meal, we have 2 eggs and 2 turkey sausages. And these are French toast sticks, but they're actually the Kodiak brand, so they're not like full of sugar. They're pretty high in protein. So that's what we're eating today for our first meal. So for like my little like small meal before I go work out, just do some cardio for my recovery day. I'm gonna have one of these Life Cuisine carb-wise chicken mozzarella flatbread melt. This also has 31 grams of protein, 16 grams of fiber, which is pretty nice. 410 calories, kind of high on that end, but we're about to do some cardio, so you know we need some carbohydrates. So this is what I'm gonna eat right now. Hey, it's not bad. It kind of have like a buttery like feel and taste like the bread, so probably got a little bit more fat because it's 410 calories, so it probably tastes a little bit better. But it got 31 grams of protein. That's nice. It's a hit, y'all. You know, I also gotta drink my Kool-Aid pre-workout. I'm just kidding. It tastes just like Kool-Aid, in my opinion. But you know, I gotta drink my pre-workout before I go work out. I'm just doing cardio today. I'm not doing any strength training, any lifting. It's just easy, steady state cardio, some stretching, you know, active recovery, and I'll probably go for a walk later as well, just because it's beautiful outside and it's nice to get fresh air into your lungs and to see the sun, see the greenery, and this will be outside. You know, human beings are not meant to be inside all the time. We're meant to be outside, enjoying nature, you know. So I'll kind of showcase that too, so just to give you guys insight of what I do on Sundays. What's up, y'all? I am heading to the gym right now. Got my pre in my system. I got my little protein bar for my like snack in between my next meal. Like I said, today is my recovery day, and all we're doing is cardio today. And a little bit of stretching and just, you know, still staying active, but we're not being intense, you know what I mean? We're not trying to push the envelope. We're not trying to, you know, overexert ourselves, because today is technically my day off, and you know, it's good to have an active recovery day. And with active recovery days, I mean, you don't have to take the entire day off. You can still stay active, you know, you still can stay active, you still can move around, you still can burn calories, you know, you still can technically work out. But for me, my recovery days are easy going workouts, easy going days. Like, it's not, I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm not trying to like PR. I'm not trying to, you know, overexert myself, like I already said. So I'm doing cardio just so I can still be on a calories deficit, so I can still be burning calories, so I can still, you know, eat the foods I want, because the weekends are usually the time I kind of eat a little bit more freely. So since, you know, I'm not intensely working out, I still want to be able to eat, you know, some foods that might not be the best foods to eat. So since I'm still doing cardio, I'm still be able to burn enough calories to kind of, you know, offset if I go out to eat or eat out or whatever, you know. And cardio burns more calories than weight training does. So me doing 30 minutes to an hour of cardio, just strictly cardio, I'm going to burn a lot more calories than I usually do by doing weight training and cardio. So that just gives me a little bit more room for error, and just a little bit more calories burned, you know, so I can stay on my cut. So, and then also, you know, stretching and doing like mobility stuff, that's extremely important, because, you know, when you're working out a lot during the week, you know, your muscles and your joints and all that get really tight, and you know, you can use a day to loosen those muscles and those joints. So, you know, a lot of people, which including myself, don't really prioritize stretching and recovery enough. So, you know, using one day at least to really focus on that can really help you for the upcoming week, because like for me, I'm lifting heavy weights and I'm lifting 6 times a week, you know, and I'm doing cardio on top of that. And then, you know, I move around a lot during the day. So my body is constantly, you know, fatigued and sore, and my joints get tight, you know. So for me, and I'm a very muscular person as well too. So for me, having just a day dedicated to me, for me to stretch and loosen up my joints, my muscles is really, really a priority, just so I can stay healthy, my muscles and my joints can stay healthy, and I just minimize the risk of injury. You know, I'm only 24, but I'm trying to be able to do this lifting and weight training and health and fitness stuff until the day I die. I don't want to, you know, just work out and exercise for 20, 30 years and then, you know, stop. I want to do this until I'm dead. I don't care if that means I die at 70, die at 80, 90, 100. I'll be able to work out till the day I die. And part of that is for me to be smart, be integral, and be specific with my workouts. You know, I don't play football anymore. I don't play sports. I'm not technically an athlete, so I'm not competing. So I don't necessarily need to be lifting super heavy. I don't need to be training super like intensive anymore, because I'm not in athletics anymore. Like, I'm not going to say that there's not a chance I can do bodybuilding, you know, on stage, or, you know, possibly play semi-pro football. Like, I'm always going to leave my options open. But for right now, I'm not an athlete. I'm not an athlete. And part of me wants to just get smaller, in the sense of be leaner, you know, have less weight on my body, just so, you know, my joints and stuff and my connective tissues aren't as stressed like all the time. You know, I'm 5'8". I'm 200 pounds right now. The biggest I've ever been was 230, and my joints, my knees and stuff like that, you know, the heavier I am, the more it hurts, the more like I'm sore and stuff like that. And I have a young son too, who, you know, of course I really care about. He's my son, but I want to be around for him as long as possible, and I also want to be able to, you know, run around and jump and play basketball and play football, you know, and do these like activities that, you know, is considered for young people. I want to be able to do this with my son and my kids too. Like, I don't want to be that dad that can't run or can't play basketball, or, you know, not in shape. You know, I want to be that dad that can still run around and still be fit and just, you know, be the fit dad, be the good looking, good shape and good in shape dad that everybody sees around the community and the neighborhood. Like, dang, he's still in shape. He in his 40s, he in his 50s, in his 60s. I want to be like that, because that's how my dad is. My dad is in his 60s and he's in phenomenal shape, and he's a cancer survivor, and people still like, your dad is such in great shape. I want to be their father. Yeah, I want to be able to teach my son and my other kids, whenever I have more kids, that you can be healthy, you can be in shape, and you can have a nice physique as long as you live. You don't have to just peak in high school in your 20s. You can still maintain a nice physique and to be healthy for your entire life. So, you know, it starts with me as a dad to show that example, and lead by example. So that's something that's also important to me. So I'm going to eat this. It's hot in here, so it kind of warped itself. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna do my cardio. I'm gonna do my like stretching and all that stuff, and I kind of give you guys like a template of kind of what I do when I do my active recovery. And like I said, I'm not exactly sure I'm going to do this yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go for a walk outside, just because it's so beautiful outside. I want to enjoy the sun and the breeze. So I'll see you guys in a second. Man, I look like Goro from freaking Mortal Kombat with my forehead. But as you guys can see, I am doing the elliptical. The elliptical is my go-to machine for cardio. And the reason why I do the elliptical for cardio, especially on a cut, is because it's the least, the machine has the least impact on your joints and on your body. It's a pretty easy machine to use, and it doesn't fatigue you or stress out your joints or anything like that. So for me, that's why I use it. You know, I'm in a recovery phase right now today, so I'm trying to like recover, so I don't really need to do anything super strenuous on my body. So the elliptical is a pretty good machine for that, especially for people who may have joint pain or who, you know, it might be hard for them to work out. The elliptical is a great option. And also I use the elliptical too because it's a full body machine. So you burn more calories by using the elliptical I'm not using my hands right now, but if you use your arms and your legs, you're going to burn way more calories than most machines. So that's one of the upsides of using the elliptical. It burns more calories on average than other machines. So I keep that 15% resistance, and I keep the fan on to cool me down so I'm not sweating as much, and I have it at 50% incline just so my arms and legs are doing the same amount of work. So it's equal. And of course, the last step of recovery day is stretching. I'm going to do full body stretching. As you can see, I'm already starting with my legs. I'm just going to do a couple of static stretches for my legs, stretch out my quads, my glutes, my hams. You know, most of us kind of know what to do when it comes to stretching. If you have like any questions about like what type of stretches are best for like certain muscle groups, I can make a separate video for that just to give you guys like some more information and to help you guys out. But I'm just stretching. I will say my glutes and my hamstrings and my quads, so basically the entirety of my leg, they are freaking super sore, super like fatigued, and I should have been stretching a long time ago. I'm putting my elbows on my knees just to widen out a little bit so I can stretch my hip flexors. That's what I was doing in that shot. And then just, a little bit more stretching. But stretching is very, very important for recovery. It helps just get the blood flowing within your joints and within your muscles. Your muscles need to be stretched out. They're very elastic, very similar to a rubber band. And if you're going to do static stretching, make sure you do it at the end of your workout, not before. You do not want to do this before your workout because it's cooling your body down and you want to be warm for your workout, not cool. But this is very important. It helps with the mobility, helps with full range of motion. It helps a lot. And I'm one of the people that, do not stretch enough, and I need to start doing that so I can prolong my weightlifting career, my fitness lifestyle. So I just need to do a little bit more. I feel like a lot of people neglect stretching, especially people who are more into the bodybuilding realm of fitness. We do minimal stretching, and I'm just trying to stretch my back out, my spine. You know what I'm saying? This is all we're doing. We just loosen the body up. I had a really good sweat from my cardio. I've done about 500 calories in just 40 minutes. So, there's a good amount of calories being burnt for just an easy day. So, just, stretching a little bit more. Stretching is important, like I said. It hurts. Like I said before, I'm in pain a little bit because I don't stretch enough. But don't be scared of stretching. Sometimes it hurts so good that it feels good at the same time. So, as you guys can see, I'm prioritizing my lower body, and that's just because that's the part of my body that's the most sore and the most fatigued, and I have the most lactic acid and pain right now. So that's why I'm prioritizing my lower body. It's been hard for me to recover from my lower body. And I'm doing this just to stretch my spine out a little bit, my back and my glutes out. As you can see, I got a lot of ass sweat. I am a sweater, man. I sweat so much. I can be sweating just for going for a walk, and I'm just look like I'm drenched. Look like I have to take a shower. When I do this, when I pull my knee to my chest, I like to do that right there so I can get my hip flexor. It feels really good when I do that. And then I'm doing some cat calls. And yeah, we're about to finish up pretty soon with the stretching. But as you guys can see, it's just a recovery day. It's something easy, something very minimal, and something that's good for recovery. What's up, y'all? So we are leaving the gym right now. Like I said before, my recovery days are quick and easy. They're not long. And, just a little bit of cardio and then some emphasis on stretching our muscles out. I'm not gonna lie. I probably shouldn't be stretching every single day because especially when I was doing like my lower body, my legs, man, I'm telling you, my hamstrings, my glutes, and my quads were extremely tight. Like it hurt to stretch them out. Like of course it's that feeling of it hurts so good. Like it felt good to stretch them out, but it hurt at the same time. And that just tells me that I haven't been stretching enough, and I'm not, taking my recovery phase of my cycle, of just my fitness serious as cardio and weightlifting. And I need to take that more serious because I don't want to tear anything, I don't want to pull anything. I want my muscles to be healthy, be relaxed, and be able to give me a full range of motion and mobility And that's like, that's one of the main things about stretching. What makes stretching so good for your muscles and your joints is it just helps you have a wider range of motion, so you're not as tight, and it does help with injury prevention, because if you have more elastic muscles, it's less likely for those muscles to tear, especially for somebody who's like me, who has a lot of muscle mass. I need to be able to have a wider range of motion and flexibility in my muscle fibers, because I am so compacted, I am so muscle heavy, that me being more flexible will help with that, as well as my joints too. It's good to have a good range of motion with your joints as well, and keep those joints healthy too. Stretching helps with your joints and your joint health as well. And I'm a type of person that loves going through the full range of motion when I exercise, when I lift weights. So that's one of the reasons why that's one of the reasons why I'm able to go for range of motion, is because I focus on the eccentric phase and focus on the stretch portion. So also adding in static stretching too will help with just maintaining your flexibility. Flexibility is extremely, extremely, extremely important when it comes to fitness in general. When I was a teenager, I was still very muscular, of course. And when I ran track and I would play football and basketball, I used to get cramps all the time, because I never stretched. I never took it serious. I never stretched, and my mobility and flexibility was terrible. Terrible. I remember the trainer named Stacy. He was like, "You have the worst flexibility and mobility I've ever seen in any athlete." And that's just because, I was a young kid. I didn't understand why stretching was important, and then I was a very muscular kid too. So me having all the muscle mass as a kid, I didn't really realize what it all meant. I just knew that I was a strong, fast, athletic, and explosive kid. And stretching helps with just everything. It helps you be more explosive. It helps you be more athletic. You know what I'm saying? It helps with all of that. It just helps. Like think about your muscles as a rubber band. That's how I always say it. But leave static stretching. This is the point I want to make. Leave static stretching for after your lifts and after your cardio. Never do it before, because you don't want to be too stretched out. Because when you are being explosive, when you are lifting weights, or doing an explosive movement, you want your muscles to be ready to fire. Like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like you want them to be on fire and be quick. You don't want them to be too stretched out, because think about it as like a rubber band, like I just said. Like when we pull a rubber band back, right, and you let it go, it snaps back. That's how your muscles are too. So you don't want your muscles too relaxed and too stretched out, because that could cause injury, because then it puts you into a vulnerable position by being too flexible and too stretched out at that point. So if you want to do a stretch before you lift, do dynamic stretching, which is like jumping jacks, high knees, butt kicks, and stuff like that you're moving and getting your body warm. It's more dynamic. Dynamic means moving around. Static means you're staying still. Static you want to do when you're cooling down. And if you're doing static stretches before you exercise, then it's actually cooling your body down, and it's lowering your heart rate, and it's keeping your body cooler, rather than you want to get warmer. You want your heart rate to go up before you start working out. So I could probably post like a separate video about like the difference between static stretching and difference between static stretching and dynamic stretching. I can make a video about that to go in more detail about it, because right now I'm kind of like driving and stuff, so it's kind of hard for me to go in detail while trying to focus on driving. But if you guys really want that video, let me know, because I could do that. So, but I'm pulling up to my crib. I'm finna go take a shower and eat a meal. So see you guys in a second. For our meal, we have just a tuna wrap. It's not technically wrapped, but it just has 1 can of tuna, split for 2 tortillas, smart carb, some lettuce, of course, 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese shredded, and then we have one of these Greek yogurt, fat-free cups with 1/4 cup of blueberries, 1/4 cup of organic low sugar granola, and then we have some strawberries. So that's what we're eating. Finally going for my walk. It's such a beautiful day outside. There's no reason why I shouldn't go for a walk. There's no reason why you shouldn't go for a walk. I'm enjoying my time outside right now. It's beautiful out. It's a solid 80 degrees out here. But one thing that symbolizes summertime is the damn gnats. These gnats will not leave me alone at all. Flying in my nose, my eyes, my mouth, my ears, everything. But it's all good, you know. That comes with the territory of being outside, enjoying nature. You're gonna have these bugs flying around you trying to get at you. But you know, that's why they make bug repellent. Just wanted to try to fly in my ear. So we're not gonna complain too much. We're gonna enjoy what we can enjoy and enjoy this beautiful day out today. Of course, I'm enjoying some ice cream on this really hot day. And for my last meal, barbecue chicken, vegetable rice, and some potatoes. Last thing I'm eating is just a little beef jerky stick, grass-fed, organic. And this is a little snack before we go to sleep. I just wanted to say thank you for anyone who spends their time to watch my videos. It means so much to me. I appreciate anybody that just watches me talk about what I do on a regular day basis when it comes to fitness, when it comes to diet, when it comes to health, and just in general. It means a lot to me. So I want to say thank you. If you have any questions, you can just comment below and I'll be quick as I can to answer those questions for you. And if you want to follow me on X, Instagram, or TikTok, my handles are at the end of the video. So thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay swole. Have a great day.
It's time to work now. Work, work, work. It's time to work out.